Friends, now I am going to start your chapter 2, chapter 2nd. Actually, it is called fluid kinematics. Okay? Fluid statics and fluid properties we have already discussed. Now, fluid kinematics, it is the study of fluid in motion. Okay, but it does not consider force or energy involved. Okay, so how can we define fluid kinematics? It is the branch of fluid mechanics that deals with the fluid in motion without considering its effect of force or energy which is causing the motion. Okay, so here I have written study of fluid in motion, but it does not consider the force or energy involved. That part is called fluid kinematics. Okay, also it discuss about relation between velocity and acceleration. Okay, it also discuss that is fluid mechanics discuss about rotation, translation and deformation. Okay, so how we are going to define fluid kinematics? Fluid kinematics is a branch of fluid mechanics that deals the fluid in motion without considering the force and energy involved. Okay, the force and energy is causing the motion, but we are not going to consider that effect. Okay, it also discusses about relation between, okay, that is fluid kinematics. It also discusses about the relation between velocity and acceleration. It also discusses about rotation, translation and deformations. So this is your fluid kinematics. Now, fluid kinematics means fluid motion. Now we have to study the fluid motion. Okay, fluid motion. See, fluid motion can be expressed by an expression. Okay, that fluid motion can be expressed by an expression which gives magnitude and direction at different locations at different time. Okay, see, fluid motion can be studied by an expression. If we study that expression, that will give us magnitude as well as direction of that fluid at particular point and at a particular time also. So that I have written here. Fluid motion can be expressed by an expression which gives magnitude and direction at different location and different time. Okay, so this study of fluid motion can be done by two methods. One is called Lagrangian approach. Another is called Eulerian approach. So this is very important question for the MDU. What are the methods by which we can study the fluid motion? Okay, so there are two methods. One is called Lagrangian method, another is called Eulerian approach, Eulerian method. Now let us go to study one by one. So Lagrangian method. Okay, in this method, what we are going to do here, one single fluid is going to be under observation. Okay, see different, this is the fluid. Okay, now in this method what we have to do, that is a single particle movement. Okay, another observer has to move from point to point. Okay, so this method is not suitable and not recommended for study, because here observer has to move from point, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, see. So system is very complicated. So in Lagrangian approach, single fluid particles are being studied, that is under observation. Observer has to move from point to point to find out this magnitude or direction. That's why it takes a lot of time. So it is not suitable and it is not recommended for the study fluid motion. Okay, so let us conclude what we have studied in this session. Say fluid kinematics, it is a branch of fluid mechanics that discusses the fluid in motion without considering the force or energy involved therein. It also discusses about relation between velocity and acceleration. Discuss about rotation, translation and deformation also. Okay, now fluid motion can be represented by an expression which gives magnitude and direction at different point, that is at different time also. So a study of fluid motion can be done by two methods. One is called Lagrangian method, another is called Eulerian method. In Lagrangian method, single fluid is being observed. Okay, so single fluid is being observed and observer has to move from point to point. It is not suitable because see here what we have to do, expressions are there. That expression I am going to discuss in next class. Okay, so in next class we will see the velocity and acceleration relations of Lagrangian as well as Eulerian approach.